Do, 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 do. Child, let me share the live, honey. Let me share the live. How do you do that? Oh. Hello, everyone. Hey, y'all, hey, y'all, hey. Hey, y'all, hey, y'all, hey. How is everyone doing? Hey. So, y'all, we had a great conversation last night, a great conversation about BEGTOK. And I wanted to come on in the middle of the day and see if we could catch any more people. I want to know what y'all think about BEGTOK and why. I'm screaming. And why? What is wrong with these people? We weren't really talking about anything like super concrete. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Let me get a little music going. Hey, I want to know, are y'all as tired of beg talk as I am? He's not talked about enough. Honestly, the celebrities are not, or let me say, celebrities are not talking about enough. Hey Ray, hey. Yeah, hold on, let me get this playlist going. Hey. So let's talk about beg talk. And of course, there's no true definition. There's just what we each think is begging. Now, for me, good morning. For me, beg talk is coming on live. First off, spending hours and hours on live asking for something. Money, gifts that equal up to money. You're not providing a service. There's no exchange of anything. You are simply coming online and begging for money. And what really gets me about certain people in beg talk, for example, Zim, it's like, you heard me twice. Am I echoing? A black eye? Oh gosh. That's another thing. It's really hard for me. I know that this is a double standard, but it's really hard for me to see men participate in beg talk. So like the Detroit Nikes, which I forgot him on here. Seven, I don't know if y'all were into Seven the Don. It's hard for me to see a man sit on the internet and cry because he does not have money. It's hard for me to see that because unfortunately it is a man's world. It really is. There should be no reason that you are sitting up here in the middle of the day crying because you're broke, begging for stuff. I haven't seen him. I haven't even seen him around town. I don't know where he's at. I used to see him all the time. I have not seen him. It is just, it's hard for me to see that. It really is. But yeah, it's, yeah. But anyway, my definition of begging on the internet is spending time, whether it's 5 minutes or 5 hours, asking for gifts, trying to battle people for gifts, begging, crying because of your home life situation in exchange for nothing. Thank you for the gifts. Oh, he is? Okay, well, thank God for him. About time. You are exchanging nothing. You're not up there telling jokes. You're not up there weaving blankets. You're not making a plate. You are simply on TikTok crying and snotting in the camera. And the thing that gets me, for example, with Zim, you do this for the most part of the day. Why are you at nobody's job house? Oh, I forgot about Maggie. But you know what, though? I'm not even gonna put Maggie out there like that. Maggie's a part of Beg Talk, but Maggie is at least begging for something. Ooh, I can't look at Sophia. I can't look at her. I can't have her on my phone. I can't. She scares me. Maggie be going places, and I might be. Ooh, thank you, Petty. I do. I might be a tinge jealous of Maggie because Maggie be outside. So maybe that's why I never think of her. Maggie be really out there. Yes, he is a beggar by my standards. He's a beggar. But with Zim, and I know she says that she has a child that has all these health issues. Thank you, Petty. And she also mentioned that it would be selfish of her to work. It would be selfish of her to go to work and miss these doctor's appointments and things. But why aren't you out there putting the white pages in front of people's door? Why are you not delivering newspapers? Why are you not washing clothes? We need to get back to the community of you may not have it, so I'm gonna help you out. You come and fold my clothes for $20. I don't know, something like that. But is sitting on the internet all day crying and snotting and battling, is that really part of the plan? Where are these people's pride? And that's what I want to know. How much is your pride worth? I know, yes, that is Tamar, because she's a part of them too. She's a part of Beg Talk to Me too. What is your pride worth? What is their pride worth? Portia, just like I was saying yesterday, Portia sat up there and sold her daughter's business for cash apps. There's that one live that I was on where the daughter was on the phone, right? And she was saying, you don't have nobody in the house, do you? And she said, no. And the daughter was out there telling her business as Portia was on the TikTok live. And Portia would put the phone on mute and talk to the TikTok and see, yeah, and so what happened, what Portia, and thank you for the gifts. Portia told us, thank you, Mika. Portia told us that allegedly her daughter the rumor was her daughter was getting people sick because she was using the same toy on multiple ladies. Why do I have that information burned into my brain? Why is that information about your daughter burned into my brain? How much was it worth? I didn't even give you a rose off of that info. I couldn't even give you a penny gift. How much did you sell your daughter's information for? The Shanika lady. We saw them come into your house and ask you, where are the coats for your children? We saw you chopping up frozen hot dogs hard as hell to put into a pot. We saw you tell your child to go turn that phone off. How much did you sell the embarrassment of your children for? What did you get off of that? Good morning. How much are these people getting off of it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? And I just want to know from y'all, is it worth it? Like, what do we think about BEGTOK? If we could wave a magic wand, would we get rid of BEGTOK? Is this one of those situations to where you'll do anything for your child and put your pride aside? Okay, I see him. Is this something to where you can put your pride aside for your children and sit on TikTok for hours and beg? Is this a situation of minding other people's pockets? What did we say? I ask you. Is this a coincidence? I ask you. I feel that as well, Heaven. I feel that as well. Now, you know, over here, I be talking about Apple Store Queen exclusively. But she doesn't have those children right now, thank goodness. But when I do scroll on, I see Zim. Zim be on the internet yelling, talking, having people say, pray for me, pray for her, give her a chance, all this, out of the other, all day long. I'm thinking, when are you with your kids? I can understand every once in a while seeing a morning routine, making the cereal, brushing the hair, you know, doing little affirmations or whatever you do with them before you send them out the door. But every god dang day, every day, how much money are you making off of selling your poverty? What you getting off of that? What are you getting off of people seeing you in the middle of the day walking around Walmart in your bonnet? And I am so sorry. Now she earned $5,000. I am so sorry for the people that do walk around in the middle of the day with the bonnet. I'm very much Monique to the situation. I feel like bonnets and pajamas, especially pajama pants, those need to stay at home. I'm very much Monique. I don't want to see you at the airport in your bonnet. This song right now is Good Kisser by Usher, I think. So why do you come to the internet, tell them that you're poverty stricken, and then look like you're poverty stricken? When you're trying to get a job, you need to show up like you had that job. You gonna show up in a bonnet? When you're trying to attract money, you need to look like money. You attracted money in that bonnet, how much? I gotta know. What does it cost? Maybe I need to sit on the internet and well, actually, I would never do that. I would never do it because honestly, my pride costs too much. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. And again, no offense to the people that be wearing the bonnets outside. As long as that's your outside bonnet, and hopefully not the bonnet that you lay your head on with your pillow, it's your world. Same thing for the pajama pants. I just don't like mixing outside clothes and inside clothes. I'm one of those girls. I don't get in my bed with my outside clothes on. But that's just me. There's an outside bonnet and an inside bonnet. Allegedly, one of Zim's mods and sons is claiming the kids. I wouldn't be... No, you're not late. I wouldn't be shocked. We're just having an open discussion of BEGTOK. What are y'all's thoughts on it? I mean, I just don't understand it. I really don't. And it makes me feel like Uncle Ruckus every time Yeah, you can come up as a guest if you have something to say about the conversation, Ray. And you know what? No offense to you, Ray, but yeah, come up and give your perspective. Because you be battling all day as well, too. And I mean, them folks not exempt neither. Hey, Ray.
Hello guys, good morning everyone.
Hi, how you doing today?
All the cousin, good morning.
Good morning. So, what do you think about? Well, let me ask you this: Is where you're from? Is it like a? Is it a new thing to do the battles on TikTok?
No, this guy is woman. I am a boy. Women earn big money from TikTok, but boys earn little money from TikTok. This is
Okay.
a big, yeah.
So why is that?
You
Why
know,
is it that
she,
the women earn
you
more?
know, she is very beautiful. I am not beautiful, so people not gift
Oh my
me
God.
all the gift for she.
I'm screaming. I'm screaming. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But on average, do you make a lot of money doing the battles?
Uh,
Like, can you buy
nowadays, no,
lunch?
nowadays, no.
No. So could you go out and buy lunch at the end of the
Yeah,
week?
this is only for my, this is sufficient for my pocket money. This is sufficient for my pocket money. I can,
Okay.
this is pocket money. I can, for my bike petrol, for my college fees, it is sufficient.
Okay, got it. Okay. Well, see, that's earning, that's doing something. Okay, I get it. I get it. I see. All right, you just play for some play money. You said poker, like the card game?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay. All right, well, thank you for that, Ray. I'm gonna drop you down and let somebody else come up and give their take on Beg Talk. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. See you. Take care,
All right, you
everyone.
too. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Because no lie, honestly, and this is no offense to anyone, but as much as the people on this screen make me uncomfortable, it also makes me uncomfortable. It also makes me uncomfortable to see people in different countries holding sleeping children, or like sitting there laying down and just staring at the screen. Wait, what's going on in the comments? Angelica, sit this one out for. Oh, all right. Okay. What?
I don't know
Hey,
who that
Star.
person is. Hey, I don't know who that person is, but they saying that I'm just like the Chambers. First of all, you don't know me. I'm not a Chambers, and I'm not nothing like them.
Wait, why are they saying that? Hey, Casey.
Because I made a comment and I said that I could never, I'm going through something, so I would never get on the internet and beg. So she said, you need to sit this one out. I said, why? She said, because you just like those Chambers, you know, bad yourself. She said, sit this one out for real. You just as bad. They won't tell you the truth, but I will. But how you gonna tell me to sit out? First of all, you don't even know me. I'm nothing like Lachey. I ain't never been on no internet. I ain't never been on no blogs saying, give me money, give me this, give me that. I'm not out here begging. Before I
Now,
even
whoever
beg, I would go work.
whoever that is, come to the front. If you can say it, say it. Come to the front.
Yeah, come on up here. Tell me on here.
I've never seen Angelica before. I'm screaming. Okay. Well, you know what, Angelica? Until you have some balls to come up, we just gonna put you on mute. So Angelica will give you 10 seconds to make your mind up. Oh yeah, it might be Shay with her big ass. I put her
It
in the
might
middle
be
for a
her.
reason.
Cause she told me I'm just like the Chambers. I'm not like none of those Chambers. My name ain't Chambers. I'm not none like them.
Okay. Well, Angelica, you are muted. I'm screaming.
Hey y'all, I'm really just listening, but I
Hey,
think
girl.
I think Angelica is actually Hank for real. I feel like I remember that at some point, that Angelica name, but I believe that's her.
Well, Shay, you got blocked on another page. I'm doing you just like you do us. Blocked. Okay, I'm gonna drop you down, Star.
Okay.
If you see him pop up again, let me know.
Okay.
Y'all, if you can't come up, then don't say nothing. We're talking about beg talk. Oops, sorry. We're talking about beg talk right now. What do y'all think about beg talk? Are you tired of people crying, snotting, screaming into the phone? Are you tired of seeing people battle all day? And that is why I have Santana and Tamar in her Nick Cannon turmeric soap rap. My grandma calls them little tam tams. That's why they're up here too. Are you tired? Father Trout, extremely tired. And then, so on the other end of beg talk, are they doing it just because they're getting something? Yeah, we could. I love Tam too. I think he's hilarious, but I think that he's a part of beg talk. Who are the people behind beg talk? Who are the people that contribute to these people?
Okay, so I'll just say this: as far as the big talk, I've
Mm-hmm.
always felt like from the gate that the games, the battling, and all that, I always felt like that was a form of begging.
Mm-hmm.
It just has a prettier outfit,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it gives people that have like too much, or not too much, but who have a little bit more pride than these other beggars, an opportunity to beg and earn money on the app.
Yeah.
Under the guise of, oh, we're just battling. um, but then also for the beggars, I wouldn't be so upset with the beggars if all the stuff they were doing wasn't at the expense of the children.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
yeah, for me, it's not so much the begging, it's the dangers that they put the children in, the neglect and all that stuff to do so, and also for them having to beg in the first place. They don't work, they don't do they don't do anything.
Right.
So just kind of tired of seeing that aspect of it, of all the children that are being neglected because of it. This whole Saucy Santana, Tamar, and all of them, the celebrities. Santana is a beggar. I was very surprised to see Tamar. She's now a beggar. They're all beggars to me. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's just it, and that's that. People have turned this app into a way to be lazy and
That's what
not
it
have to
is.
actually go
Yeah.
get it. It's easier to push a button. Zim just said yesterday that, oh, I am in fact employed. This is my job. But now her page is banned, the one that got monetized.
Oh
They took her page down, completely
wow.
down, that she had just got the 10K on. And that's the number one reason why these people should not be depending on social media for money. They
Mm-hmm.
tend to think, and for those in the back that's listening, that we as so-called trolls or our content, that we don't make a bunch of money off of this. We're
Mm-hmm.
not doing this for the money. We're doing this for the principle. That's the difference between us and them. we
Mm-hmm.
have we have jobs, we have careers where our children are being taken care of, going to college, all of this kind of stuff. And they tend to think that because we're on here that none of that stuff is happening. They think everyone lives like they live, unfortunately for them. you
Mm-hmm.
know um so I think that's for me is really just the bottom line. I care more about the kids. And then for these celebrities, you said something too a few minutes ago, about how you gotta look like what you're trying to get. If you're trying to get money, you need to look like it. And that
Mm-hmm.
is so very true. And that's another reason why people give these damn celebrities their money. Because
Mm-hmm.
because they already have it. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? That's
Yep.
why, that's the psychology behind it. If you look like something, I mean, my aunt used to say, she used to say, you need to look like, smell like money, talk like money, all of that if you want to get somewhere. And
Yep.
it's so true.
It
It
is.
is so true, and that's exactly why people give to these social media celebrities versus these TikTok beggars. They get money too, but they get it on a different level.
Yes. Yes.
Like Santana sit on Big Talk, or I'm gonna call it, what is it, Game Talk, whatever the hell they want to call it. They can sit up there for all day long and they're making thousands and thousands of dollars a day. Whereas Zim sit on Big Talk for 18 hours and come out with a $300 check at the end of the week for 7 days of work.
7 days of work, exactly it. Hey, Mate, entertainment.
Hello. I kind of have mixed emotions about this when it comes to certain people.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Y'all see, I didn't even do anything today. Do y'all want to get me started?
No.
Okay. But yeah, I feel like it's just it's different scenarios for each person because who gonna, let's say Bossy, Shay, Juicy,
I'm gonna
everybody
mute
else,
you,
they all
Wonder.
been
Sorry. No, I was telling Wonder I was gonna mute her because
oh,
of the background. Go ahead.
like everybody does it begging to a certain extent, but I feel like it's different when you actually not doing stuff for yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Mm-hmm.
for example, Santana, this motherfucker could be on live all day and still go to the studio and go live outside life. But
Mm-hmm.
just because he has his fan base, he's still gonna get up on live and make money because that's it's free money and you got a fan base.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
it's not like he's I can honestly say out of everybody on this panel, he actually do stuff for his supporters. So I done got a cash out from him a few times. So I'm like, it's
Okay.
different for different people
I can
compared
see
to
that.
everybody else on here who don't do anything for that. They just constantly get on ads and beg and this and they have nothing to show for it.
I can see
Hey
that.
y'all.
And then they even tell us honestly, I be getting notifications to go on live in battle too. They actually want people to go out on live in battle. They encouraging it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that would be considered begging if they actually give you a bonus for something you're actually working for it.
If who's giving the bonus? TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok gives you bonuses for going on battle.
Oh no, I get it, but for me, it's just like if you have to. For me, if you have to ask, or if you have to log on to an app for me to and entertain people like that for money, and because the bottom line is that they want the money.
Yeah.
For me, it's a beg, whether it be upfront, dry, or nothing said at all. To me, it's a beg.
Oh yeah, for those people,
Hey,
yeah, that's different. If they're dry, not doing anything, interacting or anything, that's completely different. But
Yeah,
for
but
the people who
yeah.
actually
Santana.
doing something, that's
And
I can
see,
give
for
them a
me,
little
it's like
leniency.
even though he gives, I heard you say he gives, and that's great that he gives. But for me, the money that he makes on this app, if he ain't sent you a few bands, it whatever he sent ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
see what
mean,
Go
I'm
ahead,
bro,
saying?
Wonder.
I
Like
No,
it's
go
just a
ahead,
disagree.
way to
Wonder.
be like, oh, I gave back, but yeah, how are you really giving back? Because you
Hey
making
y'all. How y'all doing?
thousands.
Yeah, go ahead, Wonder.
Yeah. That's how I feel. I feel like Monte, yeah, the same way, like with Saucy now, like he do his thing, he go out, work, still come in, he help people, him and his man. I'm not a fan of his man, but for like Shay now, like this is your only way. Like it's not like you getting off and be like, okay, now let me go to work. Okay, now let me go to school. It's oh
Mm-hmm.
damn, I gotta go back for reset hour. I gotta go back. I gotta get $10 more. Like this is their life. So that's what makes TikTok the begging part separate from the entertainment part because Saucy entertain. I be forgetting he be even battling sometimes. He entertain. Like
But
I
what
could
is
watch
he
his
doing in his entertainment? Because it's like all he be doing is talking shit, sitting there dressed
oh
like a
no, he
woman
be
with
He
packing.
eyelashes
No,
actually
and
he be
dancing.
entertains.
wait. He be packing them up. He be getting his hair done. He be showing us behind the scenes. Like he do a lot. Saucy Santana just don't sit in that chair like everybody else. He don't.
I
He
don't
is
know.
the
I don't see the
entertainment.
entertainment in it. I guess when I think entertainment, I think entertain me. I don't care about your behind the scenes. I don't care about none of
No,
that.
he be
But I
having me
also
cracking
feel
up.
like for us people that did not grow up in the streaming world, we wouldn't find that because I don't think that that's
Yeah,
entertainment either.
exactly. Yeah,
But for
And
yeah.
these
that's
young
crazy. I
kids,
do.
or some other people, but what I see more so of
Yeah, I'm
young
almost
kids,
50. So you telling me,
they
yeah,
like to watch that day to day stuff. They want to see them going to the mall
right.
and sitting in the food court and talking, and they want to see all that. So if
Yeah,
that's
so see, to a
entertainment, I can
50
see
year old,
that.
that ain't entertaining.
Wait,
That's
Hell
so
like
no,
for me,
I
I
ain't
want you to
talking
get up and
about
do
that.
some
what's the
shit.
difference between people watching certain people on TikTok and
Yeah.
y'all watching reality TV?
I don't watch
Not
reality
too
TV.
much.
Yeah.
Not too much, honestly. Not too much.
But I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all I
Not
had
too
to
much.
say. I'm gonna get off here because this music loud in this background. I'm out here having lunch, so
Okay. Ooh,
I
look.
get off.
And didn't have to ask us.
No,
Didn't even
nope.
ask
And,
us.
and guess what? I'm having an appetizer too, y'all. So, I'm real
Ooh.
fancy
I know
today.
that's right. All
All
right,
right, see y'all.
bye.
I'll be in the comments.
But
Hello.
that is, I mean, that is a good point. Hey, L Town, I didn't know you're up here.
Hold on.
Hey.
Before we even start, look here. You bitches in the comments, I'm not one of them. I don't give a fuck what come out my mouth. So y'all honestly really need to keep it cute.
Oh no.
I'm
What
not going back and forth
what's
with none of you bum ass hoes. If I want to
what's
send a motherfucker some money, I will, but I don't.
what's
Mhm.
going
I
on?
don't even know it's this bitch Brown Sugar trying to start in the comments. I done read the other few comments like, dude, it's an open discussion. If you don't like the way motherfuckers think, go on about your day, bitch.
Yeah,
We ain't
Brown Sugar,
asking you
come
all to
up.
stay here.
Now, hold on. Yeah, come up. If you have a difference of opinion, I want to hear about it. That's what the panel is about. Not everyone is going to agree. I don't like to sit and watch people get their hair cut and get their nails done and go have lunch. I don't like to watch that, but it doesn't hurt me any that you do. Let's talk about it. Do you
You see, we
consider
all
Yeah,
gonna
I
have this
begging
think
conversation.
beg
just
talk?
really because like two things can be right at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like what I said, like I said, I'm almost 50 years old. So what I
And thank
call
you for the
entertainment
gift.
is not the same thing as what a 30 or 20-year-old is going to call
Exactly.
entertainment. So I think
Exactly.
that's where it's at because I'm not going to say that they're wrong, but I'm
Yeah.
going to say I'm right where I'm right for myself,
Mhm.
Right.
right? Because I'm like that's not entertainment. Nobody can convince me that what he's doing is entertainment because that's not for me, but for them it is, and I get that.
Okay, well, let's switch gears a little bit then. Let's talk about people that we consider of beg talk. Have y'all seen or heard of any people that begged for things that actually got better and they no longer have to beg? Or is beg talk a this is how I'm surviving?
I've never seen anyone get better. I've never seen anyone's situation get better for me personally. What I have seen is them get worse. I've not seen anybody get better. I've not seen any jobs. I've not seen the kids get better. Some of the kids still not even going to school.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of beggars besides the ones like Shay and maybe a little bit of Zim, and that's about it. But I really haven't seen, I mean, from those two, I haven't seen nobody get better, or it's just honestly just ridiculous. Like they just sit on this platform all day and think the world and us should benefit and help their lifestyle because they just don't want to get up and go get a job like the rest of us do, which is
mm-hmm,
honestly insane to me. I think it's what it
No.
is. Most of them just really want a quick fame. They
Mm.
want to be like how like going back to like when y'all was saying like y'all don't find it like content or whatever. I'm the same way as when people well I guess the young kids watch like Kai Cenat and all those type of
mm-hmm,
people that are
Yeah.
on Twitch. That's I want to say that's my age group, but it's their fans are more like younger kids,
mm-hmm,
and what they be doing online like sometimes I feel like I don't get it. I can see where the hype is because it's like, oh my god, is somebody like doing crazy shit that I do as a kid, and but I don't know. I just find it like I feel like people like Shay and them, they want to get the fame like that, especially like how Shamar got big. Like Shamar was on here doing regular shit, just whatever, but he was still like homeless. He didn't have money, but now look at Shamar. He's up. He got money. He's here, there. But that's what Shay
Mhm.
and them want. And
Yeah, and that ship has sailed. It's
and
like
it's just like you're just not if
yeah.
you're not putting in no work for real, then you're just not gonna get nothing in life. Like nothing is handed to you. Like
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Shay, you had an opportunity to actually do something with that Apple Store shit, bitch. At this point, you should have been had an Apple Store deal in the first place. If that's the case, since you're so
Exactly.
viral as you
That's why I
claim
say
that
the
you
ship
are,
has sailed for that.
the ship has
mm-hmm,
Rob
said you
herself for
didn't
that.
capitalize. You wanted to sit back and just be a bum bitch and think everything's supposed to be handed to you. You think Lala was supposed to give you everything in life. That's what you thought. And it's that's
mm-hmm,
not how it works, baby. I'm sorry. It's just
mm-hmm.
not. Like but yeah,
All
I
right.
hate big talk.
Mm-hmm. See Cupid, what you think? And I just want to go in order so everybody has a chance.
I'm pretty much the same. Um, when it comes to beg talk, it's really alarming because now it's like Rue was saying, it's like this app is like a online panhandling thing now.
Mm-hmm,
Everybody is begging for something, whether they are a celebrity or whether it's just a regular person. You get what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
One thing that kind of turns me off a little
Okay.
bit, is just my opinion. Like when people do things that no one really could like ask them to do. Like for instance, go to like a court case or something like that, right? and then you
Mm,
turn around and you ask for like, I don't know. That's
mm-hmm,
just me. You ask for
mm-hmm,
gas money and be like, hey, because if y'all want to support me going on, for instance, the Moy situation on March 10th, here's my
mm-hmm.
cash app. I personally don't like that because if I can't do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to get online and beg
I
like
agree.
strangers for gas money and things like that. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? And
Especially if you
it
wouldn't do
just,
some of this yourself without
yeah,
asking.
yeah,
So, I don't know.
exactly. And see,
Yeah,
that's
it's like
just
they
like
can't
me, right? I'm
sustain their
in.
lifestyles.
Right. It's like if I'm in Texas and I decided to go to North Carolina, right, to go fly and go to the court case, that's my decision. No one made me do that. So that means that when I make that decision, I need to be responsible for getting my flight there, eating, all that
Mm-hmm,
stuff. It's not the
mm-hmm.
responsibility of everybody else because you decided to do that. And it has happened before, even with the Brene thing. And it kind of
Cheers.
turns me, it kind of turns me off because it's like, well, are y'all doing it? To really do it, or y'all doing it to get a quick like little coin? You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I think it
that's
was a
just
mix
my
of
thing.
both. It's a yeah. It's a mix. It
Mm-hmm.
was it was a mix of awareness on that situation because a lot of people didn't know that that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
But then also you can get you a coin off of it because you was at ground level with it.
All right,
Right.
and then Danielle. Go ahead, Danielle.
Hey y'all. So I was gonna
Hey.
say two things. Oh no, my bad. I
Oh,
forgot it's another Danielle.
That was
Hey
Danielle.
Dale.
Danielle. Go ahead.
Somebody had said in the comments that Detroit Nike had gotten better, and I asked because I had just seen a video of him pouring out bottles of water, yelling, "We want Patron, we want Patron," but it was an old video apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Second, so there's a difference between begging and then people coming on here and their supporters, supporting them. Like with
Mm-hmm.
you, I have no problem sending you gifts, buying the stuff that you promote because like we genuinely support you. When
Thank
you
you.
come online and it's kind of like they are, what's my word, expecting to get something.
Mm-hmm.
And now
Mm-hmm.
the new thing is like Mara, and there's this little young girl still in high school that gets on here and, can y'all just help me and send me money? Can you just help me and send me money?
Oh yeah,
Y'all, I
Mm-hmm.
need money. Can you help me? And that pisses me off because, and people are sending the money like you don't need the help.
mm-hmm.
And
It's
this little girl
bad.
is like, y'all can do whatever y'all want to me. You can off me. You
Yeah,
can
she
come
was telling
cut
them they
me.
can slam her
Mm-hmm.
arms.
Yeah, you can come shoot me up. Like, just
Yep.
give me money. And people still are supporting this child. Like, no. And I don't get that.
Yeah. And
And
Mm-hmm.
again,
also,
it's
what
a
I want
different.
y'all to think about too, as far as Saucy Santana, because I see some people are surprised to see that he is up there. Okay, so y'all, everybody says that he's an artist. Yeah, he's an artist, but he is, I don't want to call him a failed artist because he is out there, but he doesn't sell, right? And artists are not making that kind of money anymore, period. So, on top of him not selling, and then they don't even make that kind of money, he doesn't even fall in the category to make that kind of money. How do y'all think Saucy Santana
Thank you,
would be living
Danielle.
without TikTok?
Zeus.
Mm.
Zeus.
Okay,
That only
now
lasts so
Danielle, darling,
long.
what you think?
My biggest thing with Beg Talk is the people in the comments apologizing when they can't. Y'all need to
Mm-hmm.
go to therapy or something, because if you think that I would ever get in the comments and apologize for not being able to make a certain goal for a creator, or well, they call themselves creators, but whatever you want to call them, influencers, losers, whatever. Why would I apologize for not being able to do something that you really don't need to be doing in the first place?
Oh wait,
Why
no,
are
would I
you?
be living without TikTok? I work in the medical field. Like
This is,
the
yeah, like
TikTok
what are
only
you?
everybody don't live off of TikTok, baby. That's what I'm saying. Everybody think that just because we get on here and we're on panels, everybody don't make a living off of TikTok.
But
Right.
I do you feel like that is because of the times? Growing up in my day, people wanted to be doctors, they may want to be
Yeah.
basketball players, things like that. But now these kids, my little baby cousin, she wants to be a streamer.
Yeah, it's instant gratification. I have my little nephew, he's only 5, and you ask him what he wants to be, and he says he wants to be a YouTube creator.
Yeah. So I think
you
that
know
it's
what?
just a difference in time, honestly.
Yeah.
Go
Because
ahead.
nowadays they, when the streaming on like Twitch and stuff like that and YouTube, you see what they get. You see they get the cars, the houses, the money, all this stuff. So I think it's more of what y'all saying too. But also they want to live that lifestyle. They see that. to them it's easy money because that's how
Yeah.
they make it seem. Like DDG and them, they make it
Mm-hmm.
seem like it's like all you gotta do is just turn on the camera and there you go,
Yeah.
a million followers. But
Mm-hmm.
it's not that. It's really not that easy. You
It's
It
know.
ain't
not.
that
It's
easy.
not that
It's
easy.
Well, I
not.
just want to say hello to everyone. I just want to say something real quick before I
Hey.
get off because I'm at work. I truly believe, like somebody just said, it's different strokes for different folks. You know, I wouldn't say they begging really because it's an app and people that have money, it's our choice to give them that money. Whether they begging for it or not, you know, we work hard for this money, and then to put it on the app, if we giving it, that's a choice. So if they're asking for it and and people giving it, then I wouldn't call it too much of begging because it's a choice. It's money that we really work hard for. This ain't money that we just came across. We work for this money. So
May I
if we
explain the trickle down
Well,
side
hold
of
on.
that?
Let me ask real quick. Let me ask real
yes,
quick.
ma'am.
What would
Mm-hmm.
make you, and of course that is your choice of a
Uh
million
huh.
percent, but
Uh huh.
what in you would make you want to give money to someone that chooses not to get money themselves?
Well, you know what? See, and that's the thing. If you look at my badge, it's a 31. Not saying that is cute because it's not because I don't spend money like I used to. But
Mm-hmm.
and like for grip, when I gave it to grip, her
Mm-hmm.
story is different than my story.
Mm-hmm.
She can't do what I can do. So if that's her, I'm not gonna say calling, but if that's for her and that works for her, let it work for her because I work in the health field. She probably can't work in the health field. What she can do, I can't. What I can, she can't. And that's and people and as people, we need to understand that we all have our different positions.
Mm-mm.
Our,
I
our
get.
Mm-mm.
mentalities are different. Our levels are
Yeah.
different.
Hold on. I
You know
get.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Respectfully,
I get what you're
Okay.
saying in the
respectfully.
sense of like, she probably can't do what you do, but there's other millions of things that she can do that
Yeah.
anybody else can do to make more
But
money instead of
right, but
sitting
if
on the
that's
internet.
working,
You know.
right, but if that's working for her,
But
let it
it
work for
wasn't
her.
working
You
for
see what I'm
her.
saying?
Let me explain this, y'all. Let me make it through this. It was
Okay.
not working for her. When you give money to people like Grip, you know that she's an addict, right? You know she's an addict. Her kids still suffer. She's still losing stuff. She still ain't paying for nothing. Her kids ain't getting nowhere. And then
See,
y'all
but
will
this
say,
is,
hold on,
but
hold
see,
on, hold
man.
on. And then y'all
Okay.
say it's for the kids and for this and that. Grip got enough sense. She can get a job if she wants to get a job. She refused to get a job. Just because you could do more for her children than she could, that is all that is hindering her. Every time somebody sends money over there, it hinders them and it pushes their kids further and further back. Everybody, oh, she's a good mom. Just because she cook and dress her kids, you're supposed to do that. That's the very least you could do for your kids.
Yeah, but
Everything else, them kids don't have a life. They don't have
Mm-hmm.
nothing. They don't
All
have
right.
okay,
All she
Let's
get
let
to
her
okay,
do,
reply.
all
Go
she get
okay,
ahead.
to do is
okay.
do rugs and holler and abuse her children all day.
Okay.
Okay,
Reply. Go ahead, man.
okay, and when people say a parent is supposed to see, I'm adopted child, so I come from a background where I don't believe the sense of they should have. You say, oh, you should pamper your child, and you should, but I'm the child that say it didn't happen. I was adopted. My adopted mother did that for me. So sometimes we did because we produce a kid don't mean that we could provide
Thank
for
you.
that child. Don't mean that we have the
But
capability to do the things that we're supposed to do. Hold on
And
one
it's
minute,
not the
ma'am.
public's responsibility.
Thank you, Danielle.
And
yes,
it's
thank y'all.
not. When my mother had me, it wasn't, but it happened the way it happened.
And
And
let
guess
me
what? I didn't realize that it was okay until I got older.
okay, well, let me just pause for 1 second. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Rue, but when we're mentioning parent should, it doesn't just mean your biological parent. Some mothers
Yeah,
die at the table. So there
yeah.
are other people that, step into your
No, I
lives.
do get it.
As
There are
far
other
as
people,
the
but they are not even
caregiver.
trying. These
But you,
people are
but
not
you,
even trying, and people are stepping in for them.
and then I don't know if I'm a firm believer. If I don't believe they got so many things they saying that grip doing. You can't believe everything you hear. See, I'm a living testimony.
Oh
I
no,
know some
ma'am.
things that was like. I know some things that was. Don't get me wrong. Everything they saying, some stuff they saying is not a lie, but everything they saying is not the truth. Come
Hold on,
on,
let me
y'all.
tell
They
you
Okay,
like.
wait,
something.
and hold on, everybody, pause, please, pause, please. I'm sorry for interrupting. Let me just ask you one more time, and then I kind of want to move on with the conversation because I
Yes,
don't want it
ma'am.
to be a dump on and a pile on you because your opinion is vastly different. But let me just ask this. So the prompt up here says, "How much is your pride worth?" if Grip, and I don't really watch Grip too much, so excuse me if I'm generalizing, but if
Okay.
Grip comes up here and shows herself and her children in the condition that they are to get money that people like you give her just because you come from a different background, how much is her pride worth? How much is the pride and the respectability of her children worth if she's open to showing herself in such a light on TikTok just to get penny gifts from you and all the others? Is that something that she could build a nest from? Can she count on TikTok donations to send her children to college? Or if, God forbid, something happened to the children and they have to stay in the hospital for months, is coming on TikTok something that she could sustain and take care of her family with?
No,
And do you
ma'am.
think that that's okay?
And no, ma'am, and it's not.
And what about the pride and the respect of the children? Do you think that you, and I don't want to point you out, but you told us that you were adopted. How would you feel if your adopted family put you on TikTok so that they could get what they need? They exploited you, they embarrassed you. That's what we're talking about here with these people. Yes, people come from different walks of life. Yes, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but at what expense are you doing that?
Yeah.
You're
Because in a
right.
lot of these cases, it's at the
You're right.
expense of the kids, and y'all don't
Well, thank you
realize
for
that.
letting me come up, and you know what?
You're welcome.
I do see it from where y'all coming from too. Because I was looking, hold on, but you got to
Yeah,
look at it from both. I understand. Thank y'all so much.
Okay,
you're
thank
welcome. Stay in
you.
the comments. Thank you
No
for
problem. Come
joining.
back
Stay in the
anytime.
comments. All right, go ahead, Dee Dee.
Hey, I just had a question for her. I was hoping she stayed on, but I felt like she only strictly came on here because of Grit Baby, which her supporters are really like the mind
Same.
thinking is exactly like how Grit Baby is. And another thing is, do they give money on a regular basis to the homeless people that it is around the area? Because there's no way possible that you're coming out here try to defend Grit Baby about what she's been doing when everybody knows Grit Baby is a terrible person, just like anybody else that's on this, big top picture. It just doesn't make any sense.
All right, let's give her a
So
chance to respond.
for big
Yes,
attention, like, do you give
yes,
money to
ma'am.
the homeless people?
Yes, ma'am. If you look at my page, you will see it on my page. I don't just, I give just. I'm a giver. That's who I am. I'm a people's person. That's why I love the health field. You got to have a heart for it. Everybody don't have a heart for people, and I'm that person. And I wanted to change because people can break you down, but I realized that's how I'm gifted, just by my heart alone and being sincere about it. So yes, that answer your question, not just for Grip. I'm like that in general.
Well, not to be mean, but if you give
That's
money to
Okay,
okay.
Grit
okay. How
No,
about
Baby,
no,
this?
no, 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 no,
This
no.
is
if you
like
give
kind of not
money,
going the way it should go. Can we steer the conversation a different way?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go
No, you
back down.
good.
She just
Could
wanted to
I
talk
could
to
I
me. I
just
heard her
say
say,
something real quick?
All
Oh
right,
no,
go
that
ahead.
wasn't
oh,
to you, Diamond. That wasn't for you. It was just like the conversation is just it's steering away from what we're trying to get to.
I was just gonna
Well, I just
say,
don't.
could
Go
we
ahead,
put a
sis.
trigger? Could we put a trigger warning before um posting that grotesque ass background picture? It gave me a jump scare, but I love you.
Okay, the trigger warning is if it gives you the jump scare, you just have to maybe scroll on to the next one. I know you might have been trying to have funny, but we're having a good talk. So we're going to save the jokes for the ending part.
I know
But
that's right. And that's on Clock It.
yeah, we're going to save that for the end. But I get you. It was funny. It was funny. Sorry. But so what are you thinking, Monte? How are you feeling? Why do we need to move on? What you got?
Not necessarily say move on, but understand, y'all. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and I understand we all like. Most of us having the conversation, but can we not try to minimize somebody else's feelings when it comes to certain things?
That's fair. That's fair.
And I'm gonna go back in the comments. And again, thank y'all so much.
Okay, no problem. That's fair. I mean, that is true. We're all going to come from different places. Now, I 1,000,000% do not agree. I get we all have big hearts. I think that I have a big heart as well, but I'm not here for the BS. And somebody that actively looks and acts like they are going through something that is not of the earth, I'm not about to give them $5 at the expense of having their kids crying in the background because I feel bad. That's just not how I'm set up. And I do have a big heart as well. But I also do know people that are on that stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I also want to say it's not so much about diminishing how they feel. It's like getting them to look at the other side and see how their actions are enabling these people to do what they're doing. That's what it's about. It's not just about making them feel bad or discounting them. It's like, hey, you like for instance, you giving them all this money and then
Okay.
you find out
Thank
they're not
you.
even paying their rent.
Right.
Like that's what we're talking about.
Now, let's just stick on Grip for an example. If we saw Grip sitting up here doing what she does, battling, getting money from people, and 6 months down the line, she's doing better visually, I guess, because we can't really tell from the inside, would our opinions change?
Yes.
Because when I think of it from Shay's perspective, I've always said, if Shay actually goes up there and she acts, maybe not even in real life, but she acts like I'm really trying. I'm getting a job. You're just watching me fill out applications. You're seeing me go to my AA meetings. You're seeing me, take this testing. If she actually tried, that people would want to help more
Mhm.
because you're actually doing something with the money other than turning up.
Yeah.
So
I
would
would
that
agree.
apply for these people?
For me, yeah. If they were doing that and they were decided they're gonna get their life together and have a job or let's say they take this money and put that with their work money or whatever. And yeah, of course, if they're improving their life, yeah, okay, that's fine. You're still doing a little big, but at least you're doing something with it.
Right. So what is this is said to on our page a lot over here. What's the end game? How long can someone be begging and asking and needing and it's for the kids and I need a room and I need a car and I need to get here and there? How long can one person keep doing that before the people that actually contribute to them are like, you know what? I gotta get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and work all damn day and then feed my kids.
Mhm.
That's something you would have to ask the supporters because
Yeah. Is there
I would
anyone
love to
in
know.
here?
I would
Yeah, is
love to
there
know the
anyone
answer
in
to that
here?
question.
So I haven't, in regards to people on TikTok, that doesn't
Hmm.
apply, but a family member would go through each family member and, hey, I need this. I need y'all to watch my kids. I need money for this. She's married, has a husband, right? But it
Hmm.
took 2 years for people to start being like, hey, we didn't help you and gave you X amount of money. You haven't, we've seen no progression. Y'all are still in debt. Um, you and the husband will go out and eat every other night, but the kids are stuck at home sharing a box of pizza, hungry. What kept everyone hanging on was the kids because, dang, the kids aren't being taken care of. But it took
Hmm.
2 years for everybody to kind of wash their hands and be like, again, in 2 years, again, because of the kids, there is a teenager and a 9-year-old and now a baby involved. But it took 2 years for even her father to be like, I didn't gave you $10,000, let you stay in a 4-bedroom house for free. And y'all still in the same position. And because he
Hmm.
wanted to see his grandkids, he just kept letting it go. And of course, that's my daughter. I'm gonna help my daughter to the fullest extent. But now it's not helping. You're using me. You're using family members. And so people have cut ties. We don't get to see our little cousins anymore. But they're being taken care of, bare minimum. But it took that long because what are we doing? Because now we're funding your lifestyle, you and your husband's lifestyle, and you're not trying to help yourself.
Hmm.
And it's kind of the same thing on TikTok. People keep saying, "Do you help the homeless?" The only difference between the homeless people and people on TikTok is we see the TikTokers' everyday life. We see what they're doing and not doing. Of course, we see the people on the corner that have their kids out there in the cold, no coats, begging for money. If you want,
Hmm.
what's the difference between supporting either? Do you
Hmm.
understand? I feel like either way, everybody has a backstory. The homeless person on the corner that's begging for a room tonight could have got drunk last night, but you
Hmm.
still gave them money. So what's the difference between homeless and grit baby whoever? Oh, they got drunk last night, but I think they need the help because kids are involved and giving them
Hmm.
money.
So let me pause real quick and just ask. This is for the people that are in the comments. And I know it's the middle of the workday, so you may not be able to come up. But please put a one in the chat if you have ever given money to anybody on this screen in this picture, or maybe any other person that would be considered begging.
I gave one to some fat dyke bitch. I gave her $10, but I never got my money
Oh, the one
back.
with the two kids that be hotboxing in her grandma house with her two sons.
Yup. Her
Oh,
picture should be up
Please.
here.
All right, so yeah, put a one, and if you can, put who you gave money to next to it. I just want to see something. If you've ever donated money to anyone that you've seen on TikTok in this picture, outside of this picture, put a one in their name. Never? Okay. And if you have, do you mind coming up? And again, this is not to attack anyone. I don't want it to be that type of thing. And it's not going to be that type of thing. Because I just want to know what makes you do that. And I can explain what would make me not do it. But I just want to know what would make you, what were you feeling in the moment that I'm screaming? What were you feeling in the moment that made you want to give money to that person? All right. Hey, beautiful.
Hello, everyone.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Good, good. All right. So have you given money to anyone on the screen or any person asking for money on TikTok?
Oh, yeah, let me name them all.
Oh.
Bossy, hmm,
Are you asking me?
Grip, Saucy. This man laying on the ground. I'm from Louisiana, but this man, New Orleans to be exact. But this
Mm-hmm.
man laying on the ground in Texas because I thought he was freezing and shit until one day I saw his girlfriend and they was eating out. I'm like, his ass was on the ground last night, cold,
Mm. Mm.
and
So
not
what makes you
not
give,
they
or
food.
what were you feeling in the moment to give money to Bossy and Grip, for example?
Okay, I'm a mom. I'm a nurse, but COVID changed my whole life. Like I had a heart
Mm-hmm.
attack. Nobody
Mm.
ain't gave me shit. But I was like, they moms, they got kids involved. Um, I don't know what I was. I just like sauce at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, why the hell are stars on here? I thought
Oh,
TikTok was
Saucy.
for us regular people, but then now I
Mm-hmm.
be saying, but I did give Bossy and Grip because of kids.
The kids.
Now, uh, what the boy name was Sincere Amore. I did help him one time because it was like illegal. And then after that, I was like, girl, stop taking that fucking medicine because that medicine is starting to make you do shit at night that you wouldn't do in the
Mm.
daytime. So I stopped giving Grip when she started getting smart on the mouth. Like, I don't need y'all. Yeah, you did need us. Ho, we moved you. You did need us.
Wow.
And then when Bossy changed, I watched her go from crying and to saying, y'all can unfollow me. So I
Mm.
felt a little like, dang, you don't need us now. But I put a girl in the room. I don't know what her name is, and her picture not up there. But
Like
she
you
would
paid
always
for
be
a whole
sitting in the
room?
car. I did.
Wow.
That was
Wow.
dumb as fuck. Yeah, you could say it. That was
Well, I
dumb as
mean, no, I
hell.
won't say it's dumb because I mean, maybe she pulled at your heartstrings. Now,
Did. Because they
me,
got kids.
yeah, I could. Okay, yeah,
The
I'm not gonna
kids
say I
are
could
their
see it,
favorite
but
tool,
yeah, I
y'all.
understand. I
The
understand.
kids are
And
their favorite
but then I
tool.
thought about it when what happened to me. I got kids. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
nobody, I ain't get on this TikTok and be like, I'm a heart warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that. I did what I used to do, and that's stand on all 10.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna ask you that. I was gonna ask you. So since like you just said that like you have kids and stuff, and nobody like helped you type shit. Like, so did you not like look at these people and be like, well, damn, if I could do it, why these hoes can't do it? Type
I
shit.
did. I did. I did.
And you
And
still
then I
just was like,
stopped.
fuck it. They have kids. I got a heart. I mean, I understand.
Yeah, and then I stopped. It was mostly the guy that was laying on that ground in Texas, in Dallas, and I'm from Louisiana, so that's down the street. I'm like, that street don't even exist, nigga. You laying behind a Chase Bank, and you
Mm.
finna go home. Now that pissed me off, and I stopped. I'm like, I ain't giving nobody shit.
I
I ain't doing
understand.
it, cause if I get on here and do it, they ain't gonna help. They ain't gonna help me. But I just wouldn't. I guess my pride would get in the way. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't. But then,
Well,
like
thank you
with
so much for
Bossy, I
sharing.
helped her. You're welcome.
All right, I'm gonna drop you down. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Miss Butterfly up there. Have you ever donated to anyone?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Do you mind sharing who?
Okay. So I donated to Hank via PayPal, but I donated multiple pennies to her, basically to curse her out and tell her to take a shower in more ways than one.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
it was like 5 pennies. And mind you, I'm the same Bruja that sent hot Cheetos to her when she was still in the trap house in place of hot foot
Oh.
powder. So
I ain't
Oh,
got no
that's
yeah.
spam. I ain't got
you.
no spam.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, in that case, I had donated to Hank because I remember y'all when I was sending her dollars just to antagonize her about the welfare calls I was making, and she didn't know who was making the calls, but she would look in the camera every time I was getting satisfaction out of looking at her, look at the messages, and trying to figure out who know that the police came to her house that day.
I'm screaming.
So that was it. That was it.
I'm
Yeah,
screaming.
but I just wanted to say that I'm gonna go ahead and drop down because I'm still on my lunch. So
All right.
nice
Thank
talking
you.
with y'all.
You too. Child, she sent laced Cheetos.
And I want to
Solid.
say, if you are, and I don't give a fuck how this is felt. If you are a grown man and you are on TikTok begging, you should honestly get your ass slapped, beat, dragged through the mud. I don't give a fuck. You are a nigga. Why
You
are
need to
you
be a
Yeah.
sitting
little
on the
nigga.
internet begging? At the end of the day,
Hmm.
females too.
Or at
Y'all
this
shouldn't
point,
be,
they got
but
a woman up here doing it for them.
it's like you are a man. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. You should
There's
not be on here begging.
there's something
So
about that for me. I
I don't
cannot
like that
take a
shit
man
at
begging. I
Hey
cannot.
y'all.
all.
Have
Hey.
At
y'all saw a
all.
shot with y'all mama? He is horrible. Oh my
Mm-mm.
god. Oh y'all. He
Yeah,
stand in the mirror and play with his and beg for money and be going off like Shay. He really delusional.
See, yeah, those people gotta go. I don't see how they're even
Yes.
still around.
And his kids be walking around. He'll come out the bathroom like he just want playing with himself in the mirror for people to send him dollars on
Ooh.
TikTok. His name Shop with Your Mama.
Mm-mm.
she be on
Oh
other
Yes.
shows and
wow.
stuff.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. You could
Mm-mm.
tell he on rugs real bad too. His face sinking in more and more every day. He be
Mm.
battling with Grip Baby all the time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chantel.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, calling BS. How are
Thanks for
you?
the gifts, but that's all I wanted.
Okay, I'm
Hi,
dropping
good
you down.
afternoon, everyone. I wanted to feed
Sure.
off of what L Town just said. Not
Mm-hmm.
only if you're a grown man on here crying, if you're a woman attracted to a grown man on here begging and bringing him into your
Mm.
home and sending him money and taking care of him, you need help.
Mm.
You're sad. You're a very sad individual.
I agree.
We have homeless men now that are online here begging and doing meet and greets with these women that are
Mm.
bringing them into their homes, taking care of their cars, making payments for them
Ooh.
because they can't go out and find a real man. They bring these bums that are online to their home. And
Mhm.
it's not only just the money, it's a safety issue.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
talking
Yep.
about men with criminal records, men who their own mothers won't even take them in. But these desperate ass women go out and bring them in.
Mhm.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, first person
Y'all,
that popped,
gifts
I
is
thought of
still
was Shay.
equivalent to money. Y'all stop doing that. Gifts is money too because they cash those out with their weekly pay. Well, go
Yeah.
And
ahead.
can
Yeah.
I
Gifts
ask,
is definitely money. Mm-hmm.
before I drop down, I just wanted to ask because I like the group that's here, this chat and what's on
Mm-hmm.
the panel.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask, do any of you, aren't you embarrassed that you see
Mm.
your own people
Yep.
doing this?
You know what?
Like, I
Yes.
think
I
that's what
am.
bothers me the most.
I
Mhm.
am.
Yeah.
I am. But
Mhm.
you know what? I think that I'm seeing a majority of our people because that's who I like, and that's who, not like personally, but that's who I like on the screen. That's who I click on. That's whose lives I sit in. I'm not a
Right.
part of white talk, Hispanic talk, Asian talk, but in my heart, I just have to believe that they've got their own version of this too. But personally, yes, I think it is embarrassing, disgraceful, distasteful. I think it's sick and sad.
I think it's sad that there's no hopes and dreams, no wanting to continue education. No,
Mm-hmm.
we don't even have children on this line now that have dreams. We could have musicians, we could have artists. We don't know because their
Mm-hmm.
mother's so wound up into TikTok
Mm,
that it's
yep.
Exactly.
crazy.
Mm.
Yep.
That
And
is
I think
so
We
motherfucking
have kids
true.
on here they're not being treated for their mental health issues because they mama, the boy in the background banging his head on the wall like as if he's not autistic, and the
Mm.
and
mama don't give a damn,
and
ain't got him
now
tested or nothing.
and now we have beggars that are bringing up their children as beggars and
Yeah,
building pages for them to beg, such as Kiki.
yeah.
So something is wrong. Something is truly
Who is
wrong to give
Kiki?
money to these people.
Mm-hmm.
Calling BS. Who is Kiki?
Um, Kiki Vales,
Homeless,
she
yeah.
is a beggar that has two sets of twins and a single and pregnant now.
Oh.
Uh,
Mm.
she lived in she's been online for years, 5+ years. She has also been begging. She's also been known to, she was in the newspaper also for ripping off DoorDash, how to
Mm.
Oh my
scam
lord.
DoorDash.
Oh.
Um, she
One of y'all
considers
send
her
me
the
her
queen.
page.
Who said that? Oh, I sent it to you. That was Bernie.
Girl, who?
Wait, what did it say? I'm looking. I can only see the first Bernice. I see Bernice up there. Let's see.
Nah,
Send me
Bernie,
her page.
testing the
I'll do
truth.
a deep dive.
Yeah. But thank you for having me up. I just wanted to ask that question. I
You're
was just
welcome. Thank you
curious.
for joining. Thank you. I'm dropping it.
Um, I'll send it to you. Okay, Candy. Um, I wanted to give a shine a light on something. So, like, okay, so I know we talking about like people like how like Saucy and like I guess Tamar and all them people that's like do the battles and sit on live because there's somebody like I it's like me and my friends be troll this person, but we're not really troll. They had a situation like a couple weeks ago where like one of their mods basically told them in the chat that they were gonna stop supporting them and leave them. And this person's like one of like his big gifters or whatever you want to call it, because he's like dealing with this girl and they're like toxic and they fight on the internet all day long. And the mod literally told him, if you don't leave her, I'm leaving you and I'm never gifting you ever again. The
Oh.
man sat on the live crying and then went on the phone, muted the chat, and was on the phone talking to this. Mind you, this lady is grown. She is grown with kids. Like I think like
Wow.
40 plus, and he's like early like 23. And she's on the phone with this man on TikTok live, basically telling him you need to leave her. If you don't, I'm not gonna gift you no more. No.
Oh wow.
Wow. I can't.
Somebody was calling me. The man sat and um literally basically kind of stopped talking to the girl, but then they went back together anyways. But just to please her. And everybody in the chat is like, no way that you letting this lady run your life like that. I couldn't believe
No
it.
way.
And I was like, it's the fact that like, why y'all gifting this man? Like this.
It's
Oh.
crazy. It's crazy. So let me just pause real quick. People are asking if that is what y'all call mother clout. I call them father trout. And they are up there because of they're battling. Now, I just want to take this petty moment real quick to play audio of why I included clout up there in the corner. Just to give context, this was during their birthday. They were battling and they lost the battle. And you tell me if this is something that an adult woman who has a life outside of TikTok and battling would do. I'm just going to play it right now.
She disgusts me because she curses in hijab.
Shut
And
up
I'm like,
like boo boo the fool around this bitch. 14K with a shadow band account cause hoes mad. I ain't worth for Interstellar. I ain't worth nothing cause I'm black. Cause I'm a black girl. The fuck? Black bitches get nothing. Ain't worth shit, can't get shit, ain't worth nothing cause we
African. Hell, let me be a fucking African. Even Africans get more fucking respect than I do. Fuck that. I'm sick of that disrespectful lame ass shit. Bitch got a bed. 200 bitches in the bed and ain't none of them hot. Ain't none of them hot. Fuck, I'm losing on my motherfucking birthday. Every time I play, I gotta lose. I'm tired of that shit.
Mind you, the people that were gifting her, she had, I think, 14,000 gifts. The people that were gifting her are the same people that are in there damn near every time she's live defending her. One comment below reads, I even asked my auntie for money. So you tell me, is this
Wow.
something that a able-bodied, sane adult woman would do?
And keep in mind, her mods are children.
Are they?
Yes. You go look at their profiles, they're kids.
Yes, Mother Club's mods are children.
Oh wow. Yeah, she disgusts me all the way around.
And they
I
sit
can't get
there and
with the
call her mother.
yeah, I can't get with the cursing in hijab. I'm Muslim as well, and I curse like a
She
sailor, but
was
you're not supposed to be doing that in
she
hijab.
be
It looks so
twerking in
crazy.
her hijab too. She had it on her TikTok. She throwing her ass with the
Uh-uh.
hijab on.
Nope, you cannot do that.
I
That
told
looks
y'all she's a fake
terrible.
Muslim. She only doing it just for play. It's like,
Yeah.
when niggas go to jail and then now they want to turn
And then now
Muslim
they
all of a
yeah, now
sudden.
they yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
exactly.
wait.
Mother Cloud.
L-Town, do you think she doing this to be able to live in a house?
Mm.
I
Now I
think so. I
see,
think
Nikki,
her
you
I
say
if
her
wouldn't
her
be
mod is in
surprised.
here. If Clout's mod is in here,
because
please feel free to come to the panel. I want to know, or even if you're sharing this to Mod or to Clout, excuse me, I want to know, do you feel like what you're doing by shooting this lady gifts day by day by day so that she can say, y'all just mad you have to clock into the white man's office and work for the white man? How does that make you feel when she's living off of the gifts that you get by taking your black ass to the white man's office? I would like to know. And that goes for anybody down here. And this is not to shame. This is not to shame. If you contribute to the living resources of anybody on this screen or not, how do you feel supporting someone that refuses to support themselves? Yes, Cloud is the one in the purple. You may see her. She's the gingerbread with the mouth open around 6 o'clock in the morning.
Literally 6 o'clock in the morning, talking about push,
How do you
push.
feel?
yeah, I think she does it to stay at home. I think that's the only reason she's wearing hijab because culturally she's a reject and she's that old and hasn't gotten married.
No, her man left her. He
Yeah,
took
she's a reject.
he took the kids and everything. The
Yeah,
kids,
she's
the
a
house, the
reject.
car, the money, everything. Put her back in his
She's a
grandma house.
reject. And ain't nobody else gonna marry her. She's a disappointment to her people.
That's
And for her to
embarrassing,
stay at
girl.
home, she gotta stay and be in that hijab. Because
That's
they
very
want to marry her
unfortunate.
off, but they can't because of
And
the way she
because Granny
is.
want her out.
Yeah.
Hey, Ava.
She's
Hey,
damaged goods. And she got kids and yeah.
Her mod is in here.
if she up in here, you was being messy the other day too, acting like I wasn't gonna repeat what I said. Anyway, the message still stands. We're gonna come to your house, Ishana. We're gonna drag your grandma, then your mama, then you.
Wallahi.
Damn, y'all know so much about these people. I mean, how could we not? They on the internet all motherfucking day, all
For
night.
real.
So how could we not know about these people? The same way you know about celebrities, it's the same way we sit up here and know about these people. They on the
Exactly. This is
internet
just a
all day.
different form of
I don't get
entertainment.
when y'all try to come up here and say that. Like if y'all acting like I'm supposed to be obsessed. I don't give a fuck, bitch. If I clock out of work, I need something to watch. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch
they'll
these
say we
crash
so
out.
obsessed, but then they know what Kim
The fuck?
Kardashian white front or back.
Right.
Cho. Cho.
Like how you trying to clock me because I want to watch a crash out after I just worked a 16-hour shift.
And you wanna know what's
Okay, y'all,
honestly
let's chill.
weird?
Y'all, let's chill on the language because I got to pop up. So let's chill on the language.
Oh, okay, my
You
fault, my
guys know
fault.
what's kind of weird is people actually troll other individuals, but they have leniency for other people who get trolled. I don't get that.
Right. First of all, hello everybody. Hello everybody. Good
Hey,
afternoon. Hello,
Ava.
hi.
selective outrage at its best.
No,
Right.
Nuck, I don't have a job.
I'm
I don't
very
have one.
unemployed.
All right,
I'm
so let's get
unemployed.
back on the topic because, again, everybody is free to come up in the panel. If you want to sling insults in the comments, we'll give you an opportunity to come up. If not, you're just distracting the conversation, and it's a really good one. So we're just going to put you on a 30-minute mute until you can gather your balls enough to come say that at the front.
Yeah,
So,
untuck them and come with some
you're on
class.
notice as of now. I suggest that you come in on a different page if you're not able to come up right now. But anyway, back to the conversation. Is there anyone in the comments that has donated money to someone because they felt bad? Maybe they saw the children in the background. Maybe they related to the situation. They used to be in one similar. Anyone? Okay, guess not. All right. So, and let me pose this next question too. What do we think about people? What do we think about people that sit and ask for money for things, right? Have you ever seen them get better? Is there any instance? I saw y'all talking about Terrence, but has there been any instance of people coming in and getting better off of you donating to them?
Hell no.
No?
I ain't got nothing to say. Because honestly, everybody who's up here has been in the same predicament for years. Zim was, I'll get that bitch some credit. Maybe for like 6 months, she was actually getting better. She was selling shit. People were actually buying stuff. She wasn't begging or anything. I don't know what
Oh
happened.
no, she wasn't better at that point. She wasn't better. At that point, she wasn't better at all. She was. It just looked like it, but she wasn't. She was still begging, and that shit she was selling, she wasn't sending out. She was taking their money.
Ooh, so all them packages she had on in front of her wasn't going nowhere.
No, no. Most of the people were not getting their stuff, and some of the people got it, and some people
Ooh.
ordered stuff just to be nice and told her to keep the damn money
See, I be
because she was
trying to
selling
watch
trash.
them
Oh
because only
Lord.
reason why I know of them is when her and Shay had got into it, and that's when they was the both begging, bickering bitches. So they was
Was
just
it?
like,
Mm,
that's when
Oh,
I
mm-hmm.
was
first found
it?
out about Zim, and so she disappeared for a
Nah.
while, and then maybe like after a year or two, she showed up doing that. So I'm thinking like, oh, maybe she is getting better. She
Oh
was
no,
going
Mm-mm.
off. She
she's
was like,
even worse
I
now.
don't
She
beg
had another
nobody no
child.
more. Y'all see, I got all this stuff in this sale. I'm thinking like she actually doing better,
Is
No,
this
no, no,
Tent
no,
City?
huh?
Is Zim Tent City?
no. Mm-mm.
Who's Tent City?
I don't know.
That
But
was
yes.
D'Angelo, right?
But yeah, Zim is even worse. She's had another child, and that child is really showing that her and that boy are siblings. So,
Ooh.
because she has all the medical issues, but we're not talking about that. So,
B is Tent City, I heard. Alright, so I got my people mixed up.
Yeah. It's
A lot.
It's interesting. It's interesting. And like the woman that came up earlier who said, she had the big heart, she was adopted, she's empathetic. I completely understand that. I feel like the world does need people like that. But let's switch over to talking about the people up here that have children. Does anyone not think about the reputations of the children at school? Does anyone not think that, yeah, their mom is down bad, yeah, she's begging, I'm gonna give her this dollar, whatever, whatever? Do you not think about what that parent may be thinking of their children when they have to be around others? Because you can't tell me, and I'm a reformed, I used to, I was cracking jokes at school. I was maybe not a bully, but I'm gonna crack a joke. If you try to talk shit about me and your mama is Shay or Zim or Grip or Portia, I'm blasting that. So do they not think about what they're doing to the children? Does anyone think about the children when they are donating to see somebody turn up like Shay?
I feel like they do it. It's for a little percentage for the kids when it comes to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just so they don't have that guilty thought in the back of their mind, like, oh, I did this for the parent and not for the kid. And I guess I don't know. I don't know how to basically say this because it's kind of weird.
Oh, that's a good way to put that. Yeah, it's like it makes them feel better. First of all, a lot of people that's doing that is self-serving anyway. It's like, oh, I did this and I feel better because it's for the kids, and I'm gonna get my blessing back. And
Yeah.
that's really not the case. Yeah.
Because I always thought that was kind of weird as well. Because okay, I see my kid. Well, I see other people's kids going through certain things in school, and sometimes they antagonize other kids, and I don't feel bad for that. But for the kids who actually don't do anything and they get bullied, I kind of feel a way about that because
Yeah.
okay, if they not trying to bring light to their situation, they not bothering you or anything. Why are you antagonizing them? But for those other kids that's rude and bums, oh hell yeah, all bets is
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
And especially nowadays, and people can actually see who's online, and you go to school and be like, "Oh, wait, I seen him on TikTok. That's your mama."
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's literally how it's going nowadays.
And see,
Zimnique is using her child's whole name, Zimnique.
Oh.
speaking
Wait, so
of
that's not Zim name?
No, her name is Tashanique Larisha Joe, and she's using her daughter's name, which is Zimnique.
wow.
Oh
Oh,
no.
because like I would say, I don't even know. I don't. Even then, I would say most of these parents don't like their kids. Case in point, Grip. The reason why she do so much for her kids is because she know that if she doesn't, social media would tear her ass apart.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
why if you pay attention to some videos, some kids be scared as fuck. Just because
Now,
you get nice
I
things,
have
that
a
don't mean you have a good
question.
life.
Let's talk about this. Children and seeing what you think personally is harm. How do we feel about people contacting, I'll just say CPS, but whoever, contacting CPS because of what they see these BEGTOK creators doing with their children in the background, to their children, with their children? Do we think that that's okay? What are the thoughts on calling CPS or alerting authorities when kids are involved?
I'm gonna always do it, and I've been doing it, and I won't
As
stop.
a mandated
Mm-hmm.
reporter, I don't feel bad. I will report if I feel that the situation that I'm being exposed to is harmful to the children. When the children do not have a space to thrive and they're not in a nurturing environment that is clearly harmful, like Lachey, then yeah, I will report.
Mm-hmm.
That's honestly why I'm a mandated reporter. It's because
Same.
Yeah, same. A lot of times they don't have anybody to advocate for them. Those children are isolated on top of that.
Mm-hmm. Now, has anyone in the comments that's not a mandated reporter, has anyone ever contacted an authority because of what they've seen, maybe a living condition, the children looking hungry, looking dirty?
I have.
I have as well.
I don't
My
care
fault. I
if
keep
it's
leaving. I
somebody
keep
hot
getting
boxing the car with
phone
kids, they get in
calls.
the call.
Ooh.
You said what happened?
ooh, jogger.
So, for those that have not, would you? If you've never called the authorities before, would you? Or would you just see it and then scroll on, say, damn, that's sad, damn, whatever?
I'm gonna
Okay.
be. I guess I'm gonna expose myself. I've seen and I've scrolled past.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I
And,
mean,
And
in
it's
certain
kind of,
and that's real.
situations,
And I feel like most
it's
people
it's
have.
like, because it's like, in my head I'm like, damn, I know somebody else gonna do it. So that's what
Mm,
I think about. But then it's like I gotta realize, like, you never know. Like, people probably doing the same shit I'm doing. They just seeing that shit like, damn, and then just scrolling past. And them kids is just in a bad predicament. And it's like, damn, what if I would have called that moment and, something could have happened? But I'm going to be real. I'll scroll. I ain't going to lie.
I feel like the majority of people would do that, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Calling BS,
So
what do you
nitty
think?
gritty. Oh, go ahead.
To answer your question, for me personally, I would say no. I would leave that to the mandate reporter. The reason I say no is because I want to maintain my anonymity on this app.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start to report, you need to require to give certain information about yourself. You become, giving that name and the address, and you might want to give more info. So to keep my
Mm-hmm.
privacy, I do not. I leave it up to the ones who are allowed to, which are the mandate reporters.
Okay, and so for me, I'm gonna tag on to that because that's exactly what I was gonna say. Needy Greedy in the comment was saying she feels like only mandated reporters should be calling. It's two sides to that. I want everybody to call that sees some type of abuse or whatever, but with that mandated reporter thing, I'm also a mandated reporter. A lot of people call and they report things that don't even matter. Or they call and they haven't thought about everything before they report it, to say, they'll say, oh, well, she don't have a stove. This has been done. Oh, she don't have a stove. But then
Yep.
you got to tell them, well, she does have a two burner thing, a hot plate. That's sufficient. That's actually sufficient per CPS guidelines. You see what I'm saying? So you have to know what you're reporting. So that's why when people call and they're calling with stuff that doesn't even matter, it starts making them not take everything seriously.
And just to inform you, as someone that's in the legal community, when you start to call and your calls become personal and they are known to be personal,
Yep.
you become the
Yep.
person that they're going to be looking at
That's
next.
right. That's right. You just calling because you mad or she did that, and you calling reporting stuff that don't even matter and just damaging the case. You're not helping it.
Oh,
Right.
her kitchen's dirty and her refrigerator don't get cold. Like that,
That's
that's not
nothing.
important.
She
No,
might have a
Now, I
cooler
will
with ice
say,
in it.
yep.
as someone that has called before, I did not have to give my address. I didn't have to give a name or a phone number. Some of those things, depending on the situation, because I've called a few times, and one situation I felt was dire, so I did leave that information because I wanted to make sure that it was received. I don't know what happens on the other end after I reported, so I wanted to know for sure that this is not just sitting on someone's desk. That's when I left the phone number. But other than that, they didn't ask me any of those things. They asked me if I wanted to be contacted back. Most of the times I said no, except for that one time where I felt like, no, I really want to make sure someone is seeing or doing something about it
Yeah.
personally. But I've only called in one state.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
with the
that's the
original
fine line with that, is that people calling just because they can call and don't know how to call and what to say. And then people get on there and start talking about TikTok this and TikTok that. You can't do all of that.
Right. And if you're someone that lives in that community with that person that you know, it calls are, can be traced. Your number has been taken when you made that call. And you're going to somewhat, if you really care and you want to give the information, you're going to give the information that you know that's going on. I personally would relay my information to a mandate reporter such as RU or someone else that I know that are mandate reporters, and let them gather that information, let them gather that evidence and get that in. Too many calls from too many people will distract the legal department for that. It really does.
Right.
Hey everyone.
Hey, one.
Okay.
So I guess looking at it on what I have an issue with, a lot of these beggars, the main thing they want to say is, we're not a scammer. We do what we say we're going to do. But my thing is how the supporters that are giving their money, which is their right to do, when they're up there begging that my child, her Christmas program is Friday, we need an outfit, please, please. Your chat buckles down, sends you 50, 60 bucks. Your child doesn't go to the Christmas program at all. You beg for, my kids need beds. I need beds, chat. Please, chat. You raise hundreds of dollars to buy beds. And when CPS knocks on the door, you have your kids sleeping on a sleeping bag. At what point are these supporters just bypassing it, thinking, oh, well, this is that. It's okay. They're getting benefits because they have children. Those children are not benefiting for their food. Most of the time they're yelled at, or they're eating out of the trash can because they want snacks or they're hungry. They're getting cash assistance because you have children. You're getting housing, money helping you with your rent because of the children, but the children are lacking. So how can you explain that she needs it for the kids when
For
the
the
kids are
kids.
not getting it?
The kids are not getting it, and that just happened with Zim. We call her Tashanika on the other side, but that's what happened with her. She's been in the house since August, yet her water has been turned off, her gas was off, like she wasn't paying any utilities for 6 months, but she was collecting money.
And she's begged for, I need this paid. And if you're really not a scammer, if you're going to get on here and beg and you want a bottle to turn up, then get on here and say, look, I'm not going to lie. I want 20 bucks. Give me a bottle. Send it to me. If you send it, they turn up, okay. But when they beg, we have no food in the house, chat. Please, chat. A supporter sends $100, and instead of going and buying, oodles and noodles, microwave pizza, something that will last you a few days, you do DoorDash on a shrimp bowl and McDonald's, and you're begging the next day. So it makes no sense.
It's sad. It's sad. That
I guess my
reminds me
question
of
is,
Shay
I guess
when
my question
she.
is that I want to ask is, you know, I understand that people are underprivileged and I understand they don't have money and they don't do this, but let's just sit back and look at what we're talking about. We're talking about a person that gets Ubered around, gets DoorDash every day. We don't even live that way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was watching, and I forgot to put Mara on here, but I was in Mara's live one morning, and this lady door dashed over. She said it was from a burger joint. She door dashed Shake Shack. She got a burger, fries, no, two burgers, fries, and a milkshake. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Now, I've been working and I can't afford to get Shake Shack, two burgers, fries, and a milkshake. But as someone that handles the majority, if not all of my bills, you have to be a little conscious of that. That's expensive.
Especially with delivery, that shit was damn near had to be $50 or
It had
$60.
to
I was just
be.
gonna say that it had to be
And,
So,
and
$50.
why are we delivering
no.
to a person who has no job and has all day to themselves? Why can't they go get it?
Right. Exactly.
And so with that too, it's like, one, why can't they go get it? And then for the people that do donate to those that say, I just need to DoorDash some food or whatever, do you not think of why don't we DoorDash some lunch meat and some bread and some mayo or some tuna fish packets, something that'll last instead of just getting something for the day?
Right,
They don't think about
right,
that. And it's like they're afraid to even say that.
It
right.
is. It is. It
There
Well,
is
is.
a
It
especially
is.
beggar on there's a beggar online now. His name is Caleb White. He goes by IMC Note. He is a paraplegic from the waist down. He has been in a hotel room since September of last year that they have been paying for.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
He receives Social Security and he has a car that he claims has been in a garage since August or September of this year. These women have been keeping him in that hotel days after days after days. And what does he do besides sleep all day? He's a 40-year-old rapper who
Ooh,
comes up with,
Shut
yes,
Yep.
up.
And he
Tell them,
cat
he,
daddies
Tommy.
around that
Tell
room all
them.
day.
yes,
ooh,
he's making music to put on Spotify that nobody wants to hear because all
oh.
he does is rap about his prison life. But these women take care of him now. And now that the snow has hit the ground, he can't roll anywhere because he's in a chair. So when you see him, he's
Ooh.
in like this
He better cat daddy harder.
he's in like this luxury prison now where he sits in a hotel and now he complains about the hotel. They feed him. His own mother doesn't even want him. His mother has a trespassing warrant on him.
Oh.
Oh, dang.
Shut the
But
fuck.
yet he's attractive. He's attractive. Women are paying for companionship
He
They
to
can't
are.
speak with
walk.
him.
Yeah. He
He
can't
They
walk
can't
and
are.
got
climb a
trespassing.
chair.
They really are.
He can't do the chicken noodle soup.
Mm.
But
What can do
meanwhile,
for
while he's
me?
been in, but to go back to that subject, meanwhile, while he's been in that hotel since August, September, October, and still in that hotel, you think he looked for a job? You think he looked for housing?
Is that
You
Miss
think he looked for
Ava?
a food pantry?
Yeah.
Not one. Not one. All he did was his pitiful ass rap.
Mhm.
Not. I'm screaming. Okay, so I see a lot of people that are just coming in talking about Santana. Santana is up there because he is a part of the gaming. I guess it's Game Talk I've heard on here. I personally believe that I'm putting him in the category of Beg Talk. You all may not see it that way, but that's how I see it. I've never given him anything. He's never asked me for anything, but because of him being up on there and Tamar, I believe that he's a part of it. But it's no shade, no pressure.
He begging. I don't give a fuck. Him and Tamar begging. They begging.
And that's what they'll do when they see these bigger creators receiving all of these gifts. And that's their comments. Well, if y'all can give to such and
Thank you,
such,
Ray.
and she's got this big pocketbook and this money, y'all can give to me trying to support my kids.
And that's what gags me. It's the fact that Santana and Tamar, they show off their. I think somebody made a point about this last night because yeah, oh, you show a wall full of Birkins, a wall full of Chanel's, wall full of
Yeah, all of that.
all them nice shoes, and then you sit there and go, oh, I need some Galaxies.
Same thing for
Fuck
Jeffree
you.
Star.
Oh yeah,
And
he's
that
Okay,
bitch a multi-millionaire.
that's
He
Now
what I
don't
was
that's
even.
gonna
He
somebody
got
say.
a
I
whole
will
Like,
say is
makeup
the beggar
line. He don't
because he
even.
is
Why y'all
racist
keep
and I
yeah.
don't
doing
like
me?
the bitch.
mm-hmm.
Cause
Yeah.
it's like, damn, I see Jeffree Star on here battling all day, every day. But it's
Yeah.
like, damn, sir, like you got a
You
whole
got a whole
multi-million
empire. Yes.
empire. So it's like, what you really doing on here? Like, are you battling to like, is he giving money to a charity or
He
he just
claimed he
keeping all that
donates the
money?
money he makes on live, but we don't know that for sure. He lied. He
Mm-hmm.
lied a lot.
I don't know. See,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I have conflictions when it's like people like that, like the Santana and the Tamars, and like, are y'all doing this for like Perez Hilton too?
No,
But
Tamar is
Perez
doing this for
Hilton,
Yeah,
money.
but
Perez
Perez
Hilton
Hilton,
too.
he gets on there and tries to be in other people's business. I hate Perez. I never like. Ooh, I always say
His
that.
career
Yeah.
flopped. We don't even know who that is
Flop.
no more.
Flop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate Perez
We
Hilton. Like,
we are, or I am missing people on the flyer. Mind y'all, I can only take one beggar, one scum person, and that is Apple Store Queen Shay. All the other people, I'm really not privy to. So the cake, the whoever else, I'll throw them on here. I really can't take too much of that. As someone that works and gets up, I was so tired when I woke up this morning because I stayed up till 11 o'clock working. Had to get up at 6. I can't pour too much of my eyes and my energy into these people that can stay up all night because they don't have to wake up in the morning because their clock in time is whenever they hit live.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I can't.
And it drives me crazy to hear these beggars talk about this reason they can't work and that reason they can't work. And I get it, everyone is different. But
Mm-hmm.
I was diagnosed 15 years ago with a terminal disease and I was given 5 years. I've lived 15 and I work my ass every single day.
I know
I don't
that's right.
beg for
Amen.
anything. And they're not asking, thank you, but like now with Zim, her baby does have special needs. And I pray that baby continues to get better, hopefully. But before you had the baby with special needs, why weren't you getting a job? Now the excuse is I can't work because my baby needs me. I get it. But your other 5 children need you as well.
And why are you having more kids?
Wait,
Why
Why
are
are
you
Zim
you
got
having more
six
yeah.
kids?
kids.
Yes, she's had a child every year since her oldest is 7. She skipped 1 year being pregnant, but she's been pregnant every single year since then for 7
Oh my
years.
lord.
Trap noodle release like we do stray cats. I'm telling ya, they need to be fixed like dog because this is ridiculous.
And nothing changes. It's been,
Then
if
she
you
gonna
go
say she
back,
pregnant. She trying to say she pregnant again now.
but
Uh-uh.
that gets views. And if you
Just
Google,
throw
you'll
it out
see
there.
this.
Wait,
You'll
so the
see,
boyfriend is sassy and her brother?
Yes, that is her brother. They have the
that's
same
her half
dad.
brother. Yeah.
Let me see. Ma.
And she started that. So this isn't made up by what she claims trolls. There's video proof that she says that's her half brother.
Yeah.
But she doesn't realize that it's still blood, even if it's not a full same mama, same daddy type
Yeah.
situation.
So their last baby has all the visible deformities of
Girl,
being
that's mixing
inbred.
chromosomes. It's not supposed to be mixed.
That's why all her kids got something wrong with them.
They're
But this
all
last one,
glitches. They're all
yeah,
glitches. They're defective.
This
Girl,
is
yeah.
every
insane.
No, for real. And then the
stop.
last one, she's got, well, we don't know. It doesn't identify as a boy or a girl. I guess, I don't know, because it has male chromosomes,
So it's
imperforated
hermaphrodite?
anus, something like that, but not that, right? So
Oh
it had
wow.
to have bottom surgery, G tube, one intestine, deformed head, all kind of
Oh
stuff
my
going
Really?
on.
god.
Uh-uh.
Yes.
Throw it
Wait, okay,
away.
wait. What child number was that?
This the last baby.
The cute little one,
Okay.
the cute little one, the
Yes, go
girl,
back and look at it. We don't
or
that ain't a girl. That's
oh,
she has decided it's a girl, but it's not a girl because she has male chromosomes. And then her female parts,
oh,
her parts don't match that.
Oh my lord.
oh
Yeah, she see,
wow.
yeah. And you know what? And I really hate to put, locks on our reproductive organs because it really is not up to anyone, but suck all that out. She should not be allowed to have not one
They go
nother
get her.
nothing.
They on to
Get
her.
rid of
They're
it.
on to them. Like they right now they need Sassy. They need his DNA to finish being able to help this child, and they've been refusing and running and not doing that. They need the DNA, but if they get it, they're gonna be caught. Because it's already been put in CPS and the doctors, they already pretty much know what's going on, but they gotta get them.
And she's even gone as far, at the beginning, she said the baby had both kidneys, but one was in a different spot.
Yeah.
Then she'll say that the baby only has one kidney, but she did say the baby has both kidneys, but only one works fully. But we have caught her numerous times begging for money to give her baby a kidney transplant, and she's
Yeah.
nowhere on the.
She
She
Wait,
ain't.
doesn't need a
they
kidney transplant.
saying
She don't
that
need a
she
kidney
never got
transplant.
prenatal care? Is
She didn't get any prenatal
oh my
care.
goodness.
I called her out on that because I knew, I'm paying attention to her. I'm like, this girl ain't went to no prenatal appointments, and she made a whole video about I was lying and blah 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 blah. But then when that baby was born, she was so surprised. She was sliding down the damn wall because see the things that's going on with that baby, they would have known while she was pregnant. My granddaughter had one kidney when she was born, and guess what? We knew that before she got here.
She went when she was 13 weeks because she did the ultrasound
She did an
picture, which,
ultrasound, and that was it.
and that's the same picture she's gone at 13 weeks for some of the other children. So whether it was legit, but most of everything wrong with the baby would have shown up in that ultrasound. And
Yeah, all of it would have shown up.
someone called her out for not going for any of her OB appointments, prenatal care.
Yeah.
And she actually told on herself because she was in line running the mouth and said, "Oh, well, I'm suing. My doctor's office can't tell you when I'm not coming for visits. I'm suing." But if
Yeah,
you're
she
going,
told on
then there's
herself.
nothing to sue.
Uh-huh.
But thank
Now,
y'all for letting me up.
just imagine all of the parents that are in similar situations with their children, but they have to go to work.
Yep.
They can't sit on TikTok all day. They've got other children and they've got to go to work, no matter what kind of disabilities those kids have.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is her excuse? What is their excuse?
Oh, I can tell you.
Nothing.
It's a video on my page. What her problem is she said she doesn't go to work. She won't go to work because she don't like people looking at her. People look at her too much.
Who that
Now,
sound like?
now she has Hank. Now she has an eyeball she's supposed to be wearing, but we think the dog has taken the eyeball because she
Oh
can't find it nowhere. But then on top of that, the
Put on
eyeball
the
that
patch,
she
Captain. Who can
but
go
look,
to work?
yeah, she's supposed to have a patch. But then guess what? She don't want nobody looking at her. But the eyeball that she has is blue. Why did you get a blue eye? Because people was gonna look at you anyway with the damn eye. And then she don't let him work because she every time he get a job, she make him quit or cause some type of ruckus at the job because she thinks she gonna lose him to somebody at his job.
Girl, nobody's winking at him.
Nobody. So that's why they don't work.
That is a lot.
That sound like Shay.
Yeah.
It
Hey,
does.
Shay said she don't work because she has a social media footprint.
Because
Oh,
she's too known.
bye.
Too many people know me.
Baby,
People know me.
I don't think if she would have stepped foot in a motherfucking McDonald's, anybody would give a fuck about your social media shit. Bitch, make sure my
Nobody would give
fries is
down.
hot and fresh, bitch.
Right.
Put
Right.
the fries in the bag, ma'am. I got a
I don't give a
large.
fuck
I
how
don't
you
want
was
her around
on.
my food. Clean the bathrooms. Make sure the bathrooms have toilet paper and tissue if I ever need to go.
Shay, you were supposed to change the trash outside 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
What
I
are
can't.
you
I gotta
doing?
go live.
Ava be
Ghost
cutting
about
up.
me. I can't.
Go
That was
live
Ava.
on your break. Go, your
Hey.
break is at
And then y'all
2:45.
know she can't hold shit in, so she gonna be up on the line. Now motherfuckers see. Bye y'all. See motherfuckers doing too much. It's why. They say, oh, I don't work there no more. I got fired. The trolls got me fired.
How did
No,
you
Shay.
fire Shay? Because Ghost Bunny went live and she just antagonizing me all day when I'm at work.
No,
I couldn't
Shay.
focus.
You
And they wouldn't
told
leave
us
me the
the
fuck
other day they
alone.
caught you eating pies and burger patties in the freezer. Don't say the trolls. We saw you, girl.
Y'all remember when Shay
Now,
quit her job and she forgot she quit? Was
You kept
asking
doing
for
yes.
DoorDash money. I mean for
trolls.
Uber money.
Let me switch gears over a little bit too, because we do have Amoy up here.
Oh.
And I want to know, and I'll give my personal opinion on Amoy. I don't sit in there and watch him because he's scary looking to me. Like he literally gives me nightmares. He looks like Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter. I don't like him. But anytime that I scroll by and I see him, he is putting on a show. All disgusting things aside, because he is disgusting. But do we feel like that is begging as well? If he gets up
Oh,
and
Ghost
dresses up
Bunny.
and does his hair and all that,
More used to be begging and going off on motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not doing this shit for free.
He-
Y'all here start trolling me, and my supporters not supporting y'all. Letting them talk shit about me. Ain't nobody sending no galaxies. I ain't got no Cash App donations, no live app donations, none of that. You know, I'm finna get off.
Yeah, I when I first got into him more, he was doing that, but he was still doing the entertainment. But he expected like oh, so I'm getting up here dancing for y'all and I'm doing this, but y'all can't even send me no motherfucking cash app. I can't even get a Galaxy. So I feel like he's still begging, but he's still giving a show. But it's like it's not a show anybody looking for. Like ain't nobody looking for what the fuck he
Yeah,
doing.
because I think
So
when you know what he's trying to do, like he's trying to do
yeah,
ballroom drag and all, it's like nigga, sit down. You
Get
ain't.
some
like,
actual damn
but it's just
balls if
like
you
at,
want to do all
but
this.
still at the end of the day, like he is entertaining somebody. But it's like it's not the entertainment where it's like where I feel like you deserve to be getting all type of money. I'm sorry, you don't deserve to be getting all
Exactly.
type of
And the
money doing
thing
that.
is with that, he wanted to actually be like an actual ballroom scene. Cause you know in ballroom when you do your sets and
Yeah,
stuff, they tip you money. So
that's
in
what
his
he's trying to
mind,
do.
he on
Exactly.
TikTok and it's his ballroom. Y'all need to get him funds.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's what
cannot.
he thinks he's doing.
I can't even see him joining a house because, like,
He was in the
I
house, but
I'm
wasn't
gonna
he
House of
take.
supposed to be
Dior,
one of the
wasn't it?
what
boys?
he was in a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What house was he in?
Well, I forgot the
I
name
think it
of
was
it.
House of Dior or
Was
Oh,
it
something.
that
wasn't
was
his
it.
name
Actually, House of
Hershey?
Yeah,
Dior.
his name was
Hershey
Hershey.
something?
His
Hershey
name was
Dior.
Hershey Dior.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yeah, I remember when everybody found out about that. At first, he tried to act like that wasn't true, and then he came out later talking about, okay, and so and so it's like, so why are you sitting up here telling you straight and you doing all this, but then they found you that you was doing in ballroom houses and shit. See, that's where I do like
Like you
avoid,
got gay
bro.
parents
Just
and all talking about I ain't gay.
Man,
yo,
Yeah, that's so yeah, I guess that I mean that is not guess, that is begging. Now, has he worked? Does he have one of those the trolls got me fired stories too?
Oh no. Well, yeah.
Mm-mm.
who
Does
is
does
he?
he? Because he
Yeah,
got
remember he
himself
was
fired
at
from
Food
that one
Line
job
and
where he
and
was
that
about to
girl
fight.
daddy was finna beat his ass in
Oh
that parking
yeah,
lot.
But that's his
yeah.
fault. That ain't
With the
us.
water
That's his
balloons.
fault.
I'm not fighting no man and I'm dressed as a woman. He gonna get popped.
was that Fisher Price? Pew pew. Man, get out of here.
He tried it all. He has tried it all.
I don't know. Amore is just like I don't even know what to say for him for real. Like he's just on the same level for me as Shay in the sense of like those are two humans that do not need to be on the face of TikTok and the earth. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Like
they should have never been let
Especially the
loose
way
to
he
they
thinks.
society.
just they just done so much horrible things where it's just unspeakable. Like you don't even deserve anything for real in this life. Like I'm sorry. Like when Amoy made comments
Move,
about
because if you knock my
little
laptop over,
kids
we
and
fighting.
I
Yeah.
just couldn't. Like I can't. I honestly cannot. I don't like shit like that. Like when you talk about kids, like that's just sick to me. Like you are a sick
Night
individual,
Ray.
just sick.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
very sick.
He got
So let's flip it
privacy.
again.
Wait,
Let's talk
wait.
about because we're
Guzman, did you know that Amoy had took his son with him to go fight somebody?
Yes,
Right.
his child.
the
Yo,
Oh
Yes,
his son
yeah,
son.
autistic.
Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
he had the pew pew in the car.
Yeah.
Oh
Talking
my
about him and his son on
god.
the way. What? Like
Everybody
what?
in the comments, tap the screen for me, and then also follow our Pakistani friend. He is our international troll friend, Ray. Everybody give Ray a follow. Good night, Ray. We will chit chat
Good night,
tomorrow.
Ray.
Good
I
night,
Good
sick at him. I
Ray.
sick
night.
at him. Hey, I
Make
sick at
sure you
him.
follow
I
our
sick at him.
international Pakistani friend. Uh-oh, here he comes. Uh,
Hey, Ray.
hey,
Show Ray some
Ray.
love.
Hello guys,
Hi,
Hi.
Ray.
how are
Everybody
you
follow
everyone?
Ray. Huh?
I say how are you?
Good. How you doing?
I am on bed.
You're in
You're in
bed?
bed.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we will talk to you tomorrow, okay? Have a good night. Everybody follow Ray.
thank you so
Get
much
some
guys.
rest. Happy
Ho Bunny
Ramadan.
family is
Yes,
very good.
Ramadan
I am.
Mubarak.
Yes. See ya.
Shay, miss you.
And then Juicy pregnant again.
No fucking
That
way.
is Juicy
Oh.
up there. She
Who
pregnant.
keep fucking
Juicy,
his
I think Juicy pregnant
monster?
again right now. Juicy got pregnant again by her baby daddy that don't want her. The
Baby
same girl
what?
that be
Ooh,
from
they're saying
Live
that
crying
Zim
in the
is live.
morning. Huh?
Oh God.
They say Zim's live.
She live
She talking about
with that
us?
coat on.
I don't think she wanted to get into it with us.
I
Yes,
hope
and that
not.
gonna be a bad day for
I
you,
got
baby.
time today. I'm
Cause
at my
she got other shit to be worried about. She only got one eye.
Ooh.
listen,
She need to use that
listen,
one vision, that
Winky.
120 vision on them 6 kids she got. Don't start no shit with me.
Ooh.
They in there, they
Winky.
breath popping out because it's so
Winky.
cold in that crib. Everybody shivering. That is crazy. Now that should be CPS call.
Talking
Because
about
why are
him.
you in the crib and all them kids are shivering like that? Everybody got to wear winter coats in the crib. That's crazy.
Who doing that?
I'm
Zim?
not the
Cause
one
Zim
to
doing
look
that.
at.
Zim,
Yeah.
yes.
They
Do
got
you know? Did
co-sign.
y'all see her last night when she was taking off her clothes for Telvin?
What?
No.
Oh, y'all gotta wait for
Shut
me to.
up,
Y'all gotta wait for me to post. She was taking
please.
off her clothes for Telvin, y'all. He was blowing her head up, and she took off 2 coats.
Not two.
2.
So she doesn't have heat.
Oh no! Listen, y'all. I rebuke this home. I rebuke all of this.
Yeah, she was putting
Winky,
up for
I'm
Telvin
so
last
sick of
night.
you.
I'm screaming. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna go get some lunch. This has been a very, very, very
A big
interesting
one.
and fun topic. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for sending gifts. Follow
Mhm.
me. I think that I want to talk
Thank
more about this because I cannot wait for Netflix to have the documentary about TikTok beggars because I do feel like it's going to be coming
Yes.
soon.
I hope.
Yeah, it's
Everybody
coming
Yeah.
soon.
follow GB, please. Jeremiah needs to go to summer camp. He
Yeah.
needs
Yep.
check on GB page.
Hey,
Yep.
Marsha.
I should have
Jeremiah,
put up my phone stand so y'all can
yes,
help him get some Nutrigrain bars and a
yes.
seafood boil.
Please help
But I'll do it next
Yes.
Jeremiah.
time.
Ask
Thanks for
Jeremiah
the
why
needs
gifts,
my
seafood
everybody. I'll
boil?
see y'all later.
why
Bye,
my
Need
Rue.
groceries
seafood
is
boys. All right,
raising money for
Rue.
Amoy.